with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Being chased out left. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Z.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Green Bay's offense trots back on the field, and they have a new head coach as of this week, at least interim-wise. Mike McCarthy fired after the loss against Arizona, and that was the big story. The other story, they're 4-7-1 right now.
Unbelievable, because we all thought this would be a playoff team when the season ended, and you kept waiting during the year for them to make their move. Never could find their footing, couldn't win on the road, and then finally losing at home to Arizona. That cost Mike McCarthy his job. Only the second time in franchise history have the Packers removed a head coach during the season. But what a run Mike McCarthy had. Won a Super Bowl, 8-10 win seasons. And
Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And this will be taken at the 13. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Rodgers now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Slow. Z. Slow. Left.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Green 90.
Mahomes now to throw. Going for it all. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Ace. Here we go now. Green 90.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Letting one go deep for the... And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Z. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's go, come on. Box it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
He had no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
319!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now he's forced out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
And with that incompletion, let's have a little fun and give a shout-out to the latest 1,000-yard rusher in the NFL, Tom Brady. Only took him 19 years, but he got there.
Did you really have to go snarky there on Tom Brady, getting 19 years to get to 1,000 yards?
We praise him on everything, the incredible career, but, man, 19 years for 1,000 yards, that's something.
What I really enjoyed was how he celebrated it. When he got there, giving the first down signal like he was Cam Newton or someone, I think even he understood, all right, 1,000 yards for me. This is kind of funny.
They had a big smile on his face. Also, he did tie Brett Favre for third all-time in passing touchdowns with 508.
Not to mention, he did it in another Patriots win.
Buying time to his left. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 13 yards out. And the Packers get a score closer. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Green 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Black 58 rail. Ready. Green 90. Green 90. Ace. Slow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Mahomes to the former Ram Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half. And he's got a 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Mahomes again. On target over the middle to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go, come on. Yeah, Liz. Come. Hey, we are going.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, Rodgers. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Allen Bailey able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On second down, here's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They come out here in the eye. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb sub as time expires in the first half. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Check. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, Liz.
Check it, Craig.
All right.
A final shot before break. Rodgers. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs' offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Across the NFL, all the byes are done, so the 32 teams have played exactly 12 games. And if you look at the offensive leaders right now, Charles, starting with passing, Ben Roethlisberger at the top, but Patrick Mahomes is right on his heels.
Just 22 yards behind, and he's the guy that everyone is focused in on. He's fun to watch. How about the rest of the top 5? Matt Ryan, Jared Goff, and Aaron Rodgers. The guys toting the ball. Todd Gurley leads with 1,175 yards. Ezekiel Elliott right on his heels as well.
Yeah, those are the 2 1,000-yard rushers right now in the National Football League. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
There we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Z.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
There we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first.
That's caught at the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dumps that off to Ware. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. They complete it to Hill. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Left. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll leave this for Ware. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough.